pregame show.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Legend Smith.
Man, it's been a long summer.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. We have been waiting for this day for a long time. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they're going to have to deal with an atmosphere tonight that will not make things easy for them. Other than the postseason, nothing gets a crowd more fired up than opening night. And all that energy will be directed against them as they go for a win to start the season. And fellas, a new season about to begin. Clean slate. Plenty of hopes and dreams out there. Kenny, how do you spot a new legitimate contender?
I usually look for the team with good balance, where one guy isn't doing everything. One guy can facilitate everything, but he can't do everything. So offense, defense, balance, and they gotta have a big shot maker.
You know, I look for unselfishness, guys playing with each other, mental toughness. No weak-minded team has ever won a championship, Ernie.
How about continuity, too? How about very little changeover from a team that was really good the previous year, may not have gone as far as they wanted, but returning the same bunch?
That helps.
Yeah.
Well said.
No need to add anything to that.
Continuity. Yeah. Kevin Harlan knows all about that.
This is the Boston Celtics. At small forward, Marcus Morris. At shooting, Marcus Smart. At center, Al Morgan. At the other forward, Gordon Hill. At the other guard position, Kyrie Irving. The head coach of the Celtics, Brad Stevens.
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. This, of course, being game one of the season, is their first look at the Celtics. Of course, their season was ended last year in the conference finals, losing in 5.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Celtics, Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
Listen, we know this. Al Horford has always been a great mid-range shooter. It's just been in the last few seasons that he's made that three-point shot a bigger part of his offensive attack, and it's crucial, guys.
Now here's Thompson. Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
Well, I'm not sure there's a more intimidating sight in basketball than watching LeBron on the move.
Stolen by Thomas. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the line for him here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he makes the first.
Well, Kevin, I know this. The energy with which IT plays with is infectious, and I love how hard he goes every night.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Hayward on the wing, down low. Here's Morris. The rebound by Kevin Love. And for a guy like Horford who can hit at a high clip from 20 feet, Doris, it makes sense to take a step back and tack on that extra point.
Well, that's exactly right. Why take a long 2 when you have the ability to make the 3? But to me, the most valuable thing Al Horford brings is versatility at the center spot.
And here is Irving. After Kyle Korver hitting the 3, and the dunk by Horford.
Yeah, that's what you want from Irving. He's a point guard who is always looking to distribute the rock.
Thomas kicks to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. And Horford wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Thomas with the ball. Thompson, a screen on Irving. It's a pick by Love. Thomas kicks to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And there's the feed to Hayward. Back to Irving. In the corner, it's Hayward. His three-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Korver passes to LeBron. Love with the screen for LeBron. Puts up a 3. And Love with the basket on the assist by James. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. And LeBron James last season playing in his 7th consecutive NBA Finals. Doris, a streak only surpassed by the great Bill Russell.
And for context, Kevin, remember in the 60s when Bill Russell played, the finals were just the second round. What LeBron is doing is so much harder. To think that in 12 postseasons he has been to the finals 8 times, nothing short of astounding.
Celtics trail by 10. Outside Irving. Pass to Smart. It's deflected and stolen by Love. And here's Korver from the arc. That shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Morris. And he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle too.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
That free throw good from Morris.
And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites two former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest. And back in high school, Isaiah Thomas used to ride the train down to Portland and stay the weekend at the Love's family house. For those two, teaming up once again at this level, that's pretty surreal. And trading IT didn't sit well with the players around the league. They understand it's a business and you do what you think is best. But IT gave so much to Boston and played through such adversity, even did player recruitment for the team.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
With IT going up against the Celtics, you know he's going to give them trouble. He's always played with an extra edge against his former team. Was beloved by the fans and former teammates. That's not going to slow down his vengeance in this matchup.
Boy, you think about the virtuoso ball handlers in NBA history, Kyrie Irving has got to rank at the top of that list. You know, his ability to dissect defenders, get into the lane, that is the foundation of his offensive game.
Now here's James. Outside Thomas, all sorts of time. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Thomas got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Smart misses. And the fans get their money's worth watching Irving. My goodness, Doris, he puts on a show.
Oh, he certainly does. He's got every move in the book. A devastating crossover, a little in and out dribble, the hesitation, the spin, the ability to stop on a dime and hit the pull-up. You don't ever know as a defender which way to go.
Here's Irving. After Kyle Korver's bucket, Irving banked in off the glass. 5 points in the game.
You have to find a way to contest Kyrie at the rim. I know it's hard because he finishes with either hand, but you've got to check him.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 6. LeBron kicks to Korver. Second chance shot, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And here's a look at some numbers for LeBron James. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 26 points per, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Morris a screen. Horford no luck.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
James dishes to Thomas. Thompson outside. LeBron passes to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Back to LeBron. Over Hayward. That's short off the rim.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
A 3-ball. Here's Irving. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for James. Smith checked in for Kyle Korver. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Now here is Smith. It's a pick by Love. Here's Crowder.
How about the ferocity of that dunk? Crowder, insane leaping ability.
Here's Irving. He's got 8. Morris a screen. Horford kicks to Hayward. A second chance effort. Good work defensively by Smith.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Doors, we've talked about the evolution of the specialist, the pure 3-and-D guy, for example, who in that category are some of the best in your opinion.
Well, I'm so happy that Klay Thompson has evolved from a guy who believed coming into the NBA that he would strictly be a 3-and-D guy to a much more versatile scorer. But in today's iteration, I would have to say Danny Green won a championship for the San Antonio Spurs, doing nothing but absorbing the biggest threat on the offensive end for the opponent and then being able to make huge threes at timely opportunities. Patrick Beverley, another guy grinding it out, increasingly making shots, and of course tenacious on-ball defender.
Here's Rose after the basket by Boston. Rose, a screen on Hayward. Rose against Irving. And it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Round kicks to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. Lets it go from the wing. Smith with the basket on the assist by Jefferson. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. Irving against Rose. Now Horford. Shoots over Crowder. Horford no luck.
And this quarter he has clearly been off the mark.
Jefferson with it. Picked up by Brown. Fires from deep. Rebound Boston. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Left side, Irving. Morris outside. Hayward dishes to Brown. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Jacks up a 3. And it's J.R. Smith with the 3. Smith's got 5 now.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
.15 seconds left in the first quarter. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
Oh, the quick hands of Irving to help create offense for himself on the other end.
2 on the clock. Connects. The jumper drops. Rose has got his first 2 points.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Got it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Boy, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations. And we asked him how he's dealing with all of it.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way. When I'm out there, I have a free mind. I have no expectations on myself. I just know that I prepare myself well. There's no pressure.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. Hey, with a little more luck, he may still be that.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Celtics trail by 8. The Celtics, the #1 seed in the East last season, and then go ahead and get the #1 pick in the draft from their trade with the Nets. Doris, when was the last time you saw anything like that?
I think the one I can remember back in 1982 when the Lakers were coming off the championship and yet had Cleveland's #1 pick and took James Worthy. The Celtics this year end up trading down and getting Jason Tatum and another pick. The rich appear to be getting richer.
On the court for the Celtics, Abusele out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Tatum, then there's Brown, and it's Rozier in at the 1 spot.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The Celtics have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That free throw good for Morris. You have a number of young teams in the league, Doris, with a lot of talent, but not many wins, still in the process of learning how to win. What can a coach do to keep them confident and inspire them through the tough times, the growing pains?
You know, Kev, I think one thing you always hear coaches talk about is the process, and you can't skip steps. And so I think if you throw yourself into trying to get better every single day, and I would say look no further than Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, who started their careers on an Oklahoma City team that barely broke double-digit wins in the NBA, but both were diligent, both kept to the course, and both continued to work hard. And now you've got two guys who really are MVP-level kind of guys.
And don't you see the stair step, too, for a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who every year picks up something different to do to enhance his overall game?
You know, that's a great point. The Spurs would tell you they built his game brick by brick.
Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by Tatum.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Rose. It's a pick by Love. Rose passes to Love. There's the pick. Jefferson kicks to Love. 5 to shoot. Rose, no good. Boston trailing. Brown outside. Over Jefferson, and the shot is long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Tatum with it. He's against Smith. Now here's Tatum, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
Well, you look at the Cavs offense, right? It's all about drive and kick. They put the ball into the hands of LeBron and space the floor with that shooting. It's a sort of pick your poison situation. A history of great finishers in NBA history, but LeBron will top the list before it's all said and done.
Here's Morris. Boston again missing. And the Cavs last season first in the league in catch and shoot three-pointers made.
Right, #1, Kevin, in corner threes, and that was by a big margin. They put the ball in the hands of their stars and then position shooters around those two.
Korver dishes to Thomas. Passes it to Crowder. Thomas a screen. And that's going to be a treble. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Celtics.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Here's Rozier, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Thomas passes to James. Baseline jumper. That's good on the jump shot. LeBron's got 8.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
Pass to Yabusele. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. Rozier the pass to Yabusele. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
The Celtics on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. That's on LeBron James.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
The Celtics shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford, he's checked in for Yabusele. Gordon Hayward comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. Maybe too soon to start talking about this, Doris, but we see some young teams getting blown out. Clearly they're in rebuild mode. At what point do you start to focus on player development versus winning games?
You know, this is such a tough organizational issue because you have to balance the priority of giving your young talent an opportunity to get the repetition necessary in a playing environment in a competitive situation versus we owe a commitment to our fans to win and win at a high level because they're paying the ticket prices and ultimately, you know, playing a part in our success. So I think some of this has to be, where are we at the midway point? Are we legitimately in playoff contention, or is it time to now focus on our player development? This is an organizational decision that has to happen organically over 82 games.
And you know what losing does to a culture? It can disintegrate a culture.
No, it's a great point. You do not want young players to get comfortable with losing. You are so right about that, Kevin.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Agreed. A lot of guys in this league would be very happy with that stat line, but this guy is the real deal. He is built for more.
And Thompson kicks to LeBron. Fades away. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Irving against Thomas. Horford sets a screen for Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. And Kyrie Irving, a good playmaker. But he looks to score first, wouldn't you say, Doris?
Well, I think, Kevin, you can see with his tremendous skill level, playmaking is an area where he can be even more dynamic.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Smart's checked in for Tatum. Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, Irving is so versatile as a scorer. Outstanding free throw shooter, too.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Thomas, it's a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Outside Irving. He dishes it to Horford. James against Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
That's the attacking mentality of Gordon Hayward. If he sees a lane to the basket, he will seize that opportunity.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Outside Korver, he kicks it to Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Back to Korver. It's Thomas outside. Here's Thompson, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Cleveland making a change here. Smith has checked in.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
And here's Irving. He's got 12. Horford with a screen on Thomas. Here's Irving. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. 3-on-3. Here's Smith. They get it again. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Thomas. That's tipped. Rose dishes to James and finished off by Rose.
Just an example of what sets LeBron apart from everyone else. The ability to set up his teammates for easy scores while being so dominant himself.
Now here's Irving. 1:30 left now here in the second. A three from Morris. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come.
Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jefferson comes in for Kyle Korver.
LeBron continues to excel at shooting a high percentage from the charity stripe. The defense would rather avoid sending him there.
Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Hayward. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Well, I'll tell you, for a long time, the reputation of J.R. Smith, not ideal. But, a little bit of poor decision-making, unfocused defensively. He's really matured. He's gotten better on and off the court.
First free throw is good. And J.R. Smith, a natural offensively. But Doris's defense has come a long way, too.
Amazing what winning titles can do. You start to appreciate what it takes to be successful. And you go back to his offense, though. A very good three-point shooter, even under great defensive pressure.
And the Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving. But they already had so much depth. They could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
Now here's Irving. He's got 12. Shot clock at 6. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
And really for the Celtics, just a wealth of assets, but in reality, only so much playing time to go around. Sooner or later, you knew they'd make a move, and I think they got the best player in the trade.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
Jefferson with it, guarded now by Morris. Love kicks to Rose. Cleveland moving it around. Love with the screen on Hayward. And stolen by Hayward. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
How about the burst of speed and transition by Gordon Hayward? Great at getting one step ahead of the opposition.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Smith with it. He has 7. He feeds it to Rose. From outside the arc, offensive rebound.
Well, there's the presence that Love has after a shot comes off the iron. Always active.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Celtics lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome to halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year. NBA season getting underway. Hey.
I'm excited. I am really excited. I am really, really excited, honey.
What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland and East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, he certainly put the defense in a tough spot in that half. Forces the issue, draws the contact time and time again.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Celtics leading by 4. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas and Korver, the guard tandem. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Yeah, when Kyrie is heating up like he is here, it is must-see TV. The show is on.
Here's LeBron. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. The 3 from Thomas. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Irving attacking, and the rejection by Love. Kicks it to James, over Hayward. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from LeBron.
LeBron has become such an accomplished mid-range shooter. You've got to crowd him, or he's going to drop that one in every time.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
The Celtics making a switch here. Ojeleye is checked in. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Irving against Thomas. Out left to the wing. Ojeleye passes to Irving. Buries it from 3-point range. Irving's got 20 points.
Yes, his handles are mesmerizing, but don't forget, Kyrie is dangerous from 3 as well.
Korver, good.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
Outside Irving. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And here's Morris for 3. Isaiah Thomas grabs the board. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Now the dish to LeBron. Now Irving. He's got 20. Feeds to Horford. In the corner, it's Hayward. Morris with the screen for Hayward. Off the pick. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And there's the play by Morris inside. Morris has got his third bucket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Thompson. It's a pick by Love. Thompson dishes to LeBron. Thomas. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Brown is checked in for Boston. Of course, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, you've been a courtside reporter, game analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great Kevin Harlan.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Al Horford, a force inside right now, willing himself to the line, getting physical near the basket.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Well, Al Horford led all centers in assists last season. And let's also remember, assist-to-turnover ratio was almost 3-to-1.
Crowder, he's checked in for LeBron. And Al Horford drops them both. And Horford, a big reason the Celtics are one of the best passing teams in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, I don't think you can overstate the value of having a big man who can pass and who is as unselfish as Al Horford. I love his decision-making. This guy values every possession.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Hayward kicks to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a remarkable leader. This guy always willing to distribute the basketball.
Irving against Thomas. And that one, good. Thomas got 14.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Irving attacking. Yep, it counts. And the Celtics lead by 5. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The screen from Thompson. Here's Thomas. Second shot opportunity. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Thompson, just a spectacular athlete and so muscular. He is so crafty on how he draws fouls while shooting.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The first one falls. And the Celtics free throw attempt differential, one thing to work on. Their opponents average about 2 more free throw attempts per game.
Right. Fortunately for the Celtics, though, they might not take a ton of free throws, but they shot an excellent percentage. So that gap in free throws made significantly smaller because of their quality shooting.
Now, here is Morris. 8 points for him. Picked by Horford. Hayward kicks to Brown. Dishes to Horford. Stolen by Thompson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Thomas is running. Count it. Good. Thomas got 10 points in just the second half.
How about Isaiah Thomas and his ability and willingness to come up with crucial defensive plays when needed?
Here's Brown. Here's Morris. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Great showing for him last season. Second in free throw percentage, third in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Smith checked in for Love. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Kyle Korver.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now here's Thomas. 16 points for him. Rose kicks to Smith. And the pass to Thomas. Thompson, a screen on Irving. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Celtics leading by 3. Morris a screen. Irving against Rose. A baseline J. Out to Hayward. Brown wide open. He fired. Kept alive by Boston.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Thompson, a screen on Irving. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Horford, and Thompson sends it back. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Terry Rozier's checked in for Irving. Here's Rozier. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Irving.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
Jefferson's checked in for Cleveland. Celtics also with a sub. Ojale is checked in for Al Horford. Good on both.
When you look at the Cavs bench, you certainly see a lot of veterans over there. LeBron wants teammates he can trust in the heat of the playoffs.
Now here's Rose. The screen from Thompson. Double team on Rose. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Thompson.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
Brown against Jefferson. Puts it up from 12. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Brown's got 9 points. And LeBron trying to make the most of his championship window, Doris. But does the age of the Cavalier role players shorten that window, do you think?
Well, I think it's a great question. And you could look at a team like the San Antonio Spurs, and they put among their reserves young developing players, and that helps to extend their run. With the Cavs, it seems to be more of a now or never approach.
Shoots the 3. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's foul number 2 for him. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thompson outside. The feed now to Rose. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he's not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
The offensive rebound. Here's Rozier. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Now here is Smith, guarded by Smart. Smith the pass to Thompson. Thompson is double. Smith wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Smart dishes to Brown. Goes up from the top of the key. Smart misses.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Here's Jefferson. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Rozier kicks to Brown. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The putback, it's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to effect it.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Celtics. They're up by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, bottom line is, good things are going to happen, bad things are happen. How you respond is the biggest key. Let's go.
And Brad Stevens moments ago focusing on what they can do now rather than worrying about what's already happened.
Yeah, and this is all you can do. Put all of your energy into this moment. The past, the future, they don't matter.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Marcus Morris is out there with Ojale. And it's Rozier in at the point. The Cavaliers trail by 5. There's the screen. Rose kicks to Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 5. And the shot's good from Crowder.
I'll tell you, great job by Crowder to free himself up, an aggressive interior scorer.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Brown. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Love.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in? Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Korver's checked in.
What's up?
Free throw good from Brown.
And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
Smart kicks to Morris. Morris against Crowder.
Now, you know this. Crowder is not afraid to get physical. This guy will draw contact and get to the foul line.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing. Also, some toughness and depth.
Thomas checked in for Derrick Rose.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. Love with the screen for Crowder. Love the pass to Thomas. The second chance effort. Outside for Korver. No good from outside.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Smart. Passes to Morris. Here's Rozier. Brown kicks to Smart. From deep three-point range, and there's Brown. That's good on the assist from Smart. And it's a 9-point Boston lead.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Smart. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's LeBron. Whoa!
And LeBron James showing no signs of slowing up anytime soon, scoring with ease.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. On the wing, Brown. Here's Rozier. They set the pick. The three. They get it back. Out to Morris. Pass to Smart from downtown. Hits it from three-point range. Smart's got 7 now in this quarter.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
Kicks to Thomas. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Celtics passing it around. Now here's Smart. He dishes it to Morris. It's stolen by Korver. Here's Crowder. Morris with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And you look at Marcus Smart, a career field goal percentage in the mid-30s. And yet, Doris, he's playing starters minutes for one of the best teams in the East.
I think, Kevin, sometimes a player will force you to look beyond the box score, right? Smart has a chance to be one of those no-stat stars. The advanced measures indicate this guy is one of the top guards in the NBA.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
Now here's Thomas. All sorts of time, and good, he nails it. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Outside Irving. Horford high post, working on Love. Fades away. Count the basket. That's now 8 points for Al Horford.
Listen, Horford has a very solid in-between game, and he's excellent at picking his spots.
Outside Korver. The screen from Thompson. Korver kicks to LeBron. Over Hayward. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from LeBron.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Irving against Thomas. Irving attacking. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside Thomas. Love with the screen on Irving. Thomas kicks to Thompson. Over Hayward. Another miss by LeBron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Thompson sends it back.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Korver passes to Thompson. Korver dishes to Thomas. The screen from Thompson. And they call an illegal screen here.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Boston leading by 8. And here's Irving, picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
He's been heating it up since the break, getting some excellent looks right now.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Timeout called Cleveland.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Brown is checked in for Boston. And a wide open look for James. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Boston leading by 10. They set the screen. Irving drives in. Here's Smart. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Thomas kicks to Thompson. Here's LeBron. Another miss by LeBron.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And that one falls for Irving. And if there's one weakness for the Celtics, it's rebounding. Last season, Doris, one of the 5 worst teams by rebound rate.
Right. They're not worried about their offensive rebound rate, Kev. They want to get back in transition. But to me, it's the second chance points for their opponents where they need to be better.
Again, James missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets the bucket. 29 points for Kyrie Irving.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, what a determined offensive presence he has been for them tonight. He carried the scoring load, and as hot as he was, it took a ton of pressure off his teammates all night.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward comes in for Jaylen Brown.
And Gordon Hayward has increased his scoring average every season he's been in the league. And couple that last year also a career high in offensive efficiency. The guy is just a budding superstar.
Now here's Love. And LeBron throws it down.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
Horford against Thompson. 14 feet away. Horford gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 15. And Gordon Hayward has worked on his strength, but also his balance, adding boxing, Greg, as you were talking about, to his off-season training.
Yeah, great point. I mean, the strength, the balance, and footwork make him a great slasher. This guy gets in the lane and just has a knack for working himself to the foul line.
Austin with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Irving with the ball. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching. It's the first game of the regular season. I'll be doing all 82 games. Be sure to come back and